Hi. Okay. I'm recording this in my parents' closet right now. We'll see how this goes and hope that everything turns out fine. It's hot as balls in here, but it's okay because I really want to get this video without my audio sounding like ass. So let's get through this. Let's hope it's okay. Before we begin, I just wanted to say that I did end up adding the monster arm hair to my character. Unfortunately, I did not record that portion because my silly ass forgot to record it. But it's okay, we ball, and you guys still get to see the awesome color process, so I'm happy to say I didn't nearly crash out during that. So I started out by laying down the base color. You can see that I used purple because I wanted to make purple pastels main color, kind of as an homage to her older designs, because most of the times she was just like mostly purple since she used to be a furry. I've set it as a base so I could see how the other colors will compare next to that specific shade of purple, just to have like a better idea of how I want her design to all come together. Man, thinking about it, purple used to be like my favorite color back in the day, but I didn't really realize it until like now, which is pretty crazy. I did some thinking and I decided I was going to return to my roots as a Tumblr user. So my thought process was that I'm just gonna make this character like a pastel goth girl, which also happens to be a ghost. And I'm doing this because I wanted to tie in the original design of her since she was made to be a ghost in the first place. You'll notice though in the video she doesn't really appear very ghostly. It doesn't matter, I'll just worry about that in the future. I think it's already quite the combination, but life is too short not to draw catgirls in cute outfits. I don't care if it's cringe. A wise man once said, embarrassment is only temporary and regret lasts a lifetime. And I'm going to regret not drawing cute catgirls for the rest of my life if I don't do it now. Cause what if one day like my hands crumble and then I die and then I'm like, damn, I should have drawn those cute catgirls when I had the chance to. I would be really happy if I did, but then I didn't, so I'm doing that now. I really liked the pastel goth quote-unquote aesthetic as a kid, and a lot of my characters, especially most of my self-inserts, were often drawn around that aesthetic. Lots of like drip texture or whatever. That makes me think about like those like drawing Bart Simpson in like 4 different styles videos, if you know what I'm talking about. They always have like the drippy like style. I don't know what the hell that means. I gave her skin a bit of a pinkish hue and then decided I just wanted to make her skin not pink because I couldn't help myself when I started adding the orange in. I just love shading with orange. Hashtag YOLO swag. Life is too short not to do things like this. I did end up giving her like purplish undertones because I thought that would give her like a ghostly like effect. It didn't really do anything. But it's okay. We can worry about that in the future, and it doesn't really matter right now because I was just going straight on with this design anyway. This specific era of Tumblr was like genuinely so magical, and then I find myself like reminiscing sometimes. I'm like, damn, the internet really peaked back then, like those galaxy leggings and those chunky owl necklaces. I wish I could go back to that, low-key. Oh, also, a lot of people have been asking me what brushes I was using last video. I'm using a set of custom brushes that I made myself, and it's available through my Ko-Fi for free. I think I'm gonna link it down in the description below if you want to check it out, but I might end up making a new brush set in the future because I don't really use this one as much anymore. When shading in her clothes, I blocked in the shadows and then added a harder edge to some parts to emphasize some depth. And I thought adding polka dots would be a nice like touch of texture into her clothes, so I added like white dots on the uniform bow. I think polka dots, especially the ones that were like pretty spaced out and like minimalistic, was such like a 2010 staple texture. Like I just like remember seeing it like everywhere in like textile design, if that makes sense at all. I then redid the stripes on her skirt for more variety, some like more interesting like visual effect. And then I realized that the skirt looked a little bit bland, so I was like, how can I fix this? So I added some lacy textures to the lower ruffles and yeah, added a few ribbons and bows. Looking at the bow, I thought it looked pretty flat, so I added a bit of like a cyan gradient. I think it looks really nice that way. And then because I thought her like neck was a bit too bare, I added like a choker with a cross on it, which is actually something I owned back in the day as well. Such like, it's very 2010s if you ask me. I also added a few accessories into her hair off the video, while I was also adding in like the monster hair kind of thing. I think imagery worth noting in the pastel goth like subculture was that there was a lot of like creepy cute accessorizing going on, so I thought adding these like hearts and eyeballs would be a nice touch. I'll admit, I kind of got lazy with the socks. I did end up painting in some riptides though, because I thought she could use more layering. I kind of wish I gave her leggings instead though, so I could like paint in like bones of her legs or something, and like, I just remember seeing a lot of those back in the day. Yeah, oh wait, stitches might have also been cute. I then darkened the color of her eyes to have some better contrast to finish up the rest of her body, since I did notice it was a little bit hard to see with the value being too similar to her hair and face. And then that's the body! Oh my gosh, it's already done and I didn't crash out at once! Moving on to her hair, I initially thought giving a lacy pattern would add some interesting texture, but I ended up not liking it that much, especially because of like how small the texture was compared to the large body of hair. So I shelved that idea in my mind palace, so I ended up painting a few gradients in for some color shifts because I thought it would look nice, especially because like her hair is such a big portion of her design overall. And then I thought adding a peekaboo kind of dye job would be really cute. You know, like how ghosts go boo when they show up, and like the hair dye has like a peekaboo kind of dye job. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I think I could have like pushed the ghost concept a little bit more and painted like faces of the other damned spirits in her hair. I might do that in the future actually, like wait, low-key I'm a genius for thinking of that right now. Yeah, I gave the lacy part, the lacy texture in her peekaboo part of her hair eventually because I was like, this girl needs some texture. And then I threw in some ribbons because I thought it was cute, and oh my gosh, the drawing is done! And looking at this now, I kind of want to change a few things, but that's gonna come at a later time. It's okay. I got something finished and that's all that matters. I'm thinking about, for the next video, I might redesign the protagonist cat girl, Minako. Just cause like looking at her design, the one that I drew like in the beginning of this year, I could definitely like push a lot of her features a bit more, and also like, you know, I could, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm really glad to see so many people were interested in the story I've planned for these guys. I think like that means a lot to me, like just like knowing that people are interested, and it definitely pushes my my motivation to like keep trying these kind of things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching until the end. If you have, I'm super grateful to see so many people that were actually interested in this form of content, because I've only been posting my art online for like almost 7 years without any thought of like making a YouTube video. But I'm excited to be able to share it in a new way with my like commentary. That's, yeah, it's a whole new thing for me, so it's like definitely nerve-wracking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to making these kinds of videos in the future. I'm finding the process to be a lot of fun, which is like a nice pleasant surprise because I've been in desperate need of like a new hobby for some time now. Yeah, I read every comment, so suggestions and feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you again for the support, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!